Hi, this is Edward Troxel. In today's tutorial, we're going to continue where we left off on the previous one, and we're going to be looking at the event markers, the ones that are embedded in the events, and besides just showing them, we're going to add the ability to search through them and pick out which ones have certain words in them or whatever you want to search for. And so basically we are just highlighting the ones that contain the information we're searching for. And so let's see how we can add that in. The first thing I changed was I added a view color, and I just set it to color equal white because we can't set a color equal to null. So I just picked a color and set it to it. And then down here, after we initialize the components, I changed the view color to be the list view 1 dot back color, and that's what we're going to reset items to once we have changed the color if we need to reset them. There's been no change in the refresh button, so it always just resets everything back to normal. Actually, there has been one change, and that is at the beginning I added the option to clear the list because I discovered if I click the button multiple times, it just adds the same items multiple times but never gets rid of the previous list. And so I added the list view 1.items.clear. There's been no change to the selected index changed, but we have added a new search option. So let's look at the tab. And here I've added a text box called TXT search, and we've added a new button called button search. And so you would just type in the text here, and then you would click on the search button. And so when you click on the search button, we get the button search click routine. And so if text search, if the search text.text.length is greater than 0, then I'm going to go through all of the items and search for the text. So I'm going to go for each list view item, LView, in list view 1.items. If the LView.text.toLower.contains, and then text search.text to lower. Notice I used the to lower in both cases, and that is to make sure that case does not matter. So if you typed in, say, a capital R versus a lowercase r, it's going to convert them both to lowercase r's to compare it. Then if it does contain, I'm going to change the LView.backColor to color.yellow. Otherwise, I'm going to set the LView.backColor to the view color, which is the color that we saved right up here. If the text box length is 0, in other words, we've gotten rid of the search option and we clicked on search, then it's simply going to go through each item in the list view and change the back color to view color so that we can reset it if we need to. So now we compile it again, copy it over. Now we can start Vegas. I'm going to open the project. We do have 2 items selected, which is fine, so we're going to refresh. And here's all the ones that we have listed. Now I'm going to look for the word read. And so let's search, and we can say that it found it in 4 different places on 2 different events. Now if I go through and look for, say, Army, now we can see that it found it on 3 locations. And now if I clear this off and click on search, notice none are selected now. So it's become a little more useful in that we can now search through the markers on the events, and we can look for specific text, and if we find that text, then we've just highlighted them a different color to make them easier to find. And so I hope you find this tutorial useful. Like, subscribe, let me know the types of things you'd like to see in the future, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.